So before we get today's video started, I just want to say here is the graph for the R9K Plenum. So as you can see, it says 188 horsepower with 123 foot-pounds of torque. So keep those numbers in mind while you can, so you remember. So you can look back, if you can't, just look back into this part of the video and compare it with the brand new one. But at the same time, I might just throw in both graphs at the end of today's video. So what we did today was warmer. It was more humid. I think in the video I said it wasn't, but it was more humid and it was pretty hot outside today. At the same time, compared to it being 50 degrees outside and us freezing our asses off when we were at the dyno and everything like that. So same time, my cold air intake was not long, and the 2ZZ loves long cold air intakes. So mine was coming out from the headlight, but in reality we swapped it out and we made the cone face out higher because it was just sucking as much air as it could by itself. It was not connected to anything. So that's another thing. But overall the car did really great, and I am happy with the numbers that it did. And overall it does feel really good. The car does feel really good, and all it needs is a great tune. We really do need a computer to tune in the car to get as much horsepower possible out of that intake that we did, instead of some universal reflash that anybody could do with their car. So that is just the only difference, I believe, just the weather. And I didn't have a full-on cold air intake. I just had a little 90 degrees, trying to get as much air as possible going into that new intake manifold and overall. So let's get straight into today's video. So peace. What is going on, you guys? Today we are going to be doing something a lot of people on my Instagram have been asking and everything like that, and it is to be dynoing the car to see what is the difference between my R9K intake plan. I'm not gonna say mine anymore because that one's about to be sold, compared to this CNC intake. So the thing is, it's not really fair because a CNC does have their own, they have the same plenum and everything like that. So if you really do want to do a comparison, y'all could do the same intake plenum because CNC has the same one that goes onto the factory runners, looks exactly the same and everything like that. So to be honest, to be a fair comparison, that won't be your thing. But everybody wants to see what this one can do, and today's gonna be the day because we are gonna start heading down to the dyno in a little bit like that to see what she does. So with my R9K plenum, we had 188 horsepower, and today we're gonna figure out how much this one gives us. Obviously, it has shorter runners and a way bigger intake plenum on the front. So as you can tell, she's ready to go. We have smaller tires on the front, or wheels in the front, the 15-inch Prius wheels, and then my 17-inch Anki wheels on the back. That's not going to be used anyways. The front ones is because obviously my car is front-wheel drive. So, and we're trying to put as much light thing in the front as possible because the lighter the better. So my Prius wheels are on, and I'll start talking to you guys when we start reaching down on once we reach the dyno place. So let's see what she does. I can't wait. I'm excited to see what she does. Hopefully it gives us more numbers. So instead of 188, we're trying to get at least, let's see, 190 or let's try to get at least 190. If we could get 190, like 195, 196, that would be great for us. Here, anyways, we stopped out to put some gas on because we got a long way to go. We got an hour. So at the gas station, everything like that, putting some gas in the car. So when we go there, she's good, and we don't have to do any more stopping around. So we put gas. Overall, she's running great, full throttle. She feels great. She's running on 13.5, which is what apparently the XRS likes, or that 2ZZ motor really likes. So she's running really good and everything like that. And we haven't even done anything. All we did was just slap that guy on, or that new intake on and everything like that. She's running 13.5 full throttle. So that's really good. That's good news. So let's see what she does on the dyno once we get there. So I'll start talking to you guys when we get back. Hey guys, so we made it to the dyno. So we're just letting the car cool down and everything like that. She feels really good. And like I said, she's running at 13.5 on the fuel air ratio mix. So it feels really good. And like I said again, people will say that that's the best part for the car. So 13.5 is a really great read for the car and everything like that. So we're just letting the car cool down yet again because it's hot. But CNC, look, it's hot. We drove an hour and look at it. These things get hot, and this one is cool. Well, it's not really cold, it's warm, but it's safe enough to touch. Even the runners as well, I touched the runners and everything like that. Burned myself there because I touched the head. But you touch these are warm. So overall, not bad. So it does stay pretty cool. Same time, I don't know if this is causing us a little problem because there's a gap here, but I don't know. So we're gonna let her cool down a little bit and go inside and start getting see if we could take her out to the dyno. I think they said yeah, so now he's gonna go in there, talk, and start putting her on the dyno. So peace. Alrighty, so my dad's gonna pull the car into the dyno and they're gonna start strapping her down because the owner just came in here. So let's go ahead, and I'm really excited to see what she does and everything like that. So let me get out the way so I don't get run over. But here she is. We just let her cool down a little bit because, you know, the 2ZZ, well, you want to let it be as cool as possible after driving it for a long time to really make sure the power. Today is pretty warm. It's not the same when we last took it to the dyno and everything like that. So we're gonna see how she does today. It's not really all that, what you call it, humid outside, so it's pretty warm. But right here in the garage under the shade, it feels pretty cool. So let's see what she does. I'm really excited. We just adjusted the intake from being right here to facing up because the car is sucking the air by itself. There. And I got my camera and everything like that for some photos that we're gonna be taking. Now it's time to start strapping her down. So I'll get back to y'all when she's strapped down and everything and ready to run. So we're gonna be adjusting the fuel pressure regulator to see if we could change that as well. And keep in mind that when we had the other intake, you know, the XRS loves longer colder intake, so we had it coming through here. Now it's shorter, but it's not really fully connected because well, we don't have the longer tube. So we ordered one that's coming in. Now we're gonna be able to connect it to the headlight. We don't know when it's gonna be here. Should be here by probably this next week. But so now we're gonna check out the fuel pressure regulator and adjust that, give it some more, because now we got a lot more air coming in from what we did with the other intake. So we're gonna see, and it is cold to the touch because they put ice on the quarter on the manifold. So let's see if we could change that. Hopefully it gives us some power. What it says now. 185.
185, 132.
So let's see what she makes.
Come on, baby, what she make? I want to see this.
256 horsepower. That is crazy. 256 horsepower.
That's a lot of.
How much torque? 172? That is crazy. 256.